Temptation Island Season 9 introduced a controversial pair, Shanté and Brion, who tested their love after a year of dating. Here's their update. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Netflix's Temptation Island Season 9 introduced 4 couples ready to test their relationship, with Shanté Glover and Brion Whitley being the most popular, and now it's time to give an update on where their relationship stands. It has been nearly 2 years since the last season of Temptation Island aired, so its return on Netflix couldn't have come at a better moment. After a 2-year hiatus, the streaming giant dropped all 10 episodes on March 12th, giving viewers a perfect binge-watching opportunity. While the series kept some familiar components from the past seasons, it also added fresh twists, like a camera-free tent, that spiced up the show. With just a few months into 2025, this series has already crowned its most controversial couple, Shanté and Brion. This was after Brion unapologetically cheated on his girlfriend, leaving her heartbroken. Read on to find out what happened to this Temptation Island Season 9 pair after facing the ultimate test of temptation, leaving them on the brink of breaking up. Brion Whitley and Shanté Glover's journey on Temptation Island. The Atlanta-based couple arrived at Temptation Island ready to see if their relationship was on the right track. Shanté, a 29-year-old Pilates instructor, and Brion, a 26-year-old medical sales representative, had dated for over a year before they decided to test their relationship. He ignited a scandal on Temptation Island by blatantly cheating on his girlfriend, dethroning José Carlos Montoya, the Spanish hunk who almost lost it when he rushed to the beach to confront his girlfriend after dating her in a compromising situation. Shanté had her doubts about Brion's loyalty, especially after expressing his desire to add a third person to their relationship. Reflecting on how they met, Brion said their relationship began after Shanté approached him for financial advice in their church, and they ended up having sex the same night. It was a clear indication that sex was a big part of their relationship. This encouraged them to join the show, hoping to overcome their temptations, particularly Brion's. As expected, Brion wasted no time putting himself out there, ready to explore what the beautiful women on Temptation Island had to offer. But that wasn't the same with Shanté, who largely kept a low profile and avoided controversial moments. The only questionable moment on her end was a clip of her dancing with one of the tempters. Meanwhile, she watched Brion get chocolate syrup licked off his neck and openly discuss how much he enjoyed threesomes. Brion's jaw-dropping threesome moment. Brion failed the ultimate Temptation Island test by cheating on his girlfriend. He had bonded with several women, including Courtney Randolph from Too Hot to Handle Season 5. Earlier, Brion admitted to being a flirty boy, foreshadowing trouble for his relationship. The Temptation Island cast member also confirmed he cheated on Shanté when they began dating. While he admitted that his previous infidelity made him realize the grass wasn't always greener on the other side, Brion still got involved in a threesome while on Temptation Island. He even hinted in the trailer that if an opportunity for a threesome arose, he wouldn't mind participating via Netflix. Even though viewers couldn't see what was happening, they could hear Brion saying he loved to watch before indulging. Still, he expressed no remorse and stood by his actions during the bonfire scene where partners saw what their lovers had been up to. Even after Shanté shared how deeply hurt and disrespected she felt by Brion's actions, he remained unapologetic. His audacity was not only distasteful but also proved that he hadn't changed despite his claims. It also suggested that whenever he felt bored in the relationship, he could cheat and still look for an excuse to justify his behavior. Are Brion Whitley and Shanté Glover still together? Brion and Shanté still follow each other on Instagram and were liking each other's posts following Season 1. Brion liked her gym reel on March 3, 2025, while she liked his post from March 2, 2025. Like other couples from Temptation Island, the pair didn't publicly share their relationship status since leaving the island. However, there were signs they were still together, as Shanté still had videos with Brion in them on her page. While they haven't posted pictures of each other on Instagram since April 2024, they gave speculation as to whether they were still together. When leaving Temptation Island Season 9, Shanté and Brion stated they would work on their relationship, and they seemed to try and work on things post-show. But a big relationship update reveal came from Shanté on April 8, 2025. The pair had been absent from the unofficial reunion tell-all hosted by the Vile Files on March 27, 2025, in which all the couples except Shanté and Brion and Lino Triosai and Alex Santamaria were present. This led to speculation that they didn't attend because they'd broken up. In Shanté's April Instagram announcement, she disclosed that she and Brion had, indeed, broken up. After much thought and reflection, Brion and I have decided to part ways for now, Shanté shared before stating she and Brion have no bad blood after their breakup. Shanté went on to explain that she had more she wanted to share, but she hasn't dropped any more tea yet. Shanté faced a lot of heat for staying with Brion, and it's good news to many Temptation Island viewers that she's finally moved on from him.